morning, everybody. Hey, it's Matt with Family Tradition Farms. It's taken a while, but we are finally going to shell some corn today. We're getting the combine all greased up. Got to check the gearboxes on the corn head, oil the chains, a few things like that. Change a couple settings on the combine. Then the combine should be good to go. Now, we do still need to get the auger put up to the bin. Unfortunately, the tire's kind of low on the tractor and our air compressor won't kick on. So Dad's working on that. Probably going to go get the one from his house just so we can put some air in it to get it moved. My brother's actually on his way. He's going to be our videographer for the day. So if you like the video, make sure to give him a shout out because he's coming all the way over here to work just the videos today. So I'm going to get around to greasing it. It's kind of early yet, but we got a lot to do today and we got to get it done today. So I'm going to get back to greasing, change some settings, and hopefully we're heading to the field before too long. Oh, and we've got a test plot to shell out there. Stick around, guys. It's going to be a good day. Well, the videographer showed up. We put him right to work. These 43 series corn heads require corn head grease. And you got to pump them in to the gearbox from down below. Now, the tough part is you don't know where you're at, except for up top. That's the top plug to the gearbox. And we're just watching it to watch it fill up. You can see it's slowly filling up there, but probably get a little bit more in it. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. We already got 2 done, 3 done now. Got 3 more to go. Put the plugs back in, then we'll start oiling up some chains here. the tough roads, deer get in them and they have compaction, and there's always more weed pressure, but we're still running about 173 bushel, 180 here on the outside end rows. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. We haven't even gotten anywhere close to the test plot yet, so it'll be a while before we get into it. I am very impressed on how the cover crop did. I've got an excellent stand down in here between the corn rows, so that's pretty exciting. It'll be fun to see how that continues to grow now that we get the corn off of it. We're getting a really clean sample. Grain tank's filling up. Really don't have much loss coming out the back. I think we got the combine set pretty good. We're just gonna hammer down and fill up some wagons. Got my brother and my dad, they're gonna jump in the truck, haul it down the road, put it in the bin. Got a few more end rows to shell off, that way we can get into the test plot. We're almost ready to go into the test plot. Once we get into there and get that done, it's smooth sailing from here on out. So we're shelling right along, guys. We are opening up the test plot here. Had some areas that were kind of flooded out, not a really good stand, so we decided to just cut some of the edges off. That way we had a consistent test plot across all varieties. So this is the last one, and then we'll start running some measurements and see what we're yielding. Well, had to take a little pit stop. We was getting low on fuel. We're about halfway through the test plot. Not too much more to go. We'll throw about 30 gallons in here, and that should be enough to finish off for the year. That is definitely not how we want to finish today. Got the plot done. There was like 3 hybrids left. When I disengaged the separator, we got a big puff of smoke. Shut everything down real quick, couldn't see what was going on. Went ahead and ran the last couple hybrids. It did okay. Shut the combine down to look at the results. Got back up, engaged the separator. When I engaged the separator, the head started turning. And again, another puff of smoke, so we shut her down and climbed underneath there, and we just melted that separator belt. And that was a pain in the ass to change. From the looks of it, I got to remove the hydraulic pump, and if I'm remembering right, I got to have a special tool to do that. So I'm done for a while. To be honest, I might have somebody come out and fix this, because this one may be beyond my expertise. We're going to haul it back down to the shop, shut it down, and I guess we'll go from there. Well, if you were not aware, belts are not supposed to look like that. It's a triple rib belt. Just burnt the living piss out of it. It jumped off the big pulley. That's the clutch down there. So I gotta have a special tool. Ow, that's hot. To get that off. Actually, to get that off. Not real happy about how hot that is. Yeah, we're gonna call a guy. We're gonna have somebody else come out and do this one. That one's above me. Well, I will give credit where credit is due. Facebook came through last night. I posted a picture up to one of the pages of the belt that separated, and I had probably a dozen people come in, and they said, hey, just go ahead and separate that belt the rest of the way, cut off any excess, and run it. It'll probably last the last 6 acres that you got. They did recommend not disengaging the separator once I'm going, so I guess we're gonna try that. I did go ahead and cut that belt off. We engaged it at the shop. It ran and didn't smoke, so that's a plus. We're fixing to start it now. Make sure it doesn't smoke off on me. As long as it doesn't, we're gonna go ahead and knock out this corn, and we're gonna call her quits for the year. So I'm gonna put the phone down because I'm a little nervous, to say the least. I really need to be paying attention to everything that's operating here, but hopefully it all goes smoothly, and I catch up to you guys here in a little bit. We're going a little bit slower than yesterday, but we're still putting corn in the tank. Running pretty good corn through here, at least for my farm. That's pretty dang good. Like I said, we got to run a little bit slower, about 2.1, but we're making progress. That's the important part. We did end up putting the row divider extensions on there. You can actually see they're catching ears as they fling forward and keeping them from falling off the front of the head. They came with the head. I never really thought I'd use them, but this corn is super dry, and all the material it's pulling in, it's trying to throw the ears out. It's kind of funny to watch them ears fling forward and then get snagged and drop back into the head. It's like they're trying to run away from being shelled, but we'll catch them. We'll get them all. Got another load full. We're pretty topped off this time. Good timing. Dad just pulled back up with the wagon, so we got the timing down pretty good. I get filled with a load, he pulls up with the wagon, we number, and get right back to it. So we pretty well keep the combine rolling the whole time, which is really good for the separator belt, because it doesn't like to be engaged and disengaged. We try to idle it back. I don't like it running wide open. We're just trying to be as easy as we can on it. We don't have much to go, but we've got to go. So all we got to do is get this cornfield done, then we can get her in the shop, get some work done. getting some really good growth. It should really help break up the compaction layer that we have in this field and hopefully give us a really good soybean crop this next year. Well, we got 3 wagon loads all down to the bin already. Roughly 300 bushel apiece. So we're a little less than 1,000 bushels in the bin already, which is good. I got a 1,000 bushel contract, the only contract I got, so should be able to fill that no problem. We're in the long road now, so it's just got to cruise right along. Got it straight, making sure there's no funny noises, filling bins. Dad should be making his way back anytime because we're about full. We'll get unloaded, do it all over again. Hopefully we get done here in, I'm going to say an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Then we're going to harvest for 2024. Guys, let me tell you, I'm very excited this day I'm done. So we're just going to keep plugging away at it. Oh yeah, that's a load. I don't even know what these extensions really do. Heck, I mean, I'm at the top here. Those extensions, I don't know, but they are what they are. I put them up, makes me feel a little bit better. We're going to end with a pretty decent yield. Not too bad. I'll take it. A little bit more in the grain tank. We're going to finish it out, shut her down, and then we'll start repairing the old girl. You know, old machines, things just break. Scatter all the rabbits out. There we go. That's it. Not gonna quite have a full wagon load, but definitely more than enough. So if my calculations are right, we got probably 1,700 to 1,800 bushel. I'll have to actually check the bin when we get done and see how much is in there, but pretty good yields. Definitely not my best, but we had a tough growing season. We had a drought, and then the tar spot moved in. It was definitely far from ideal conditions, but we'll take it. We're pretty happy with it. That's gonna do it for Harvest 2024. Just closed the lid on the grain bin. We're about half full, so less than last year, but it is what it is. We'll get an actual measurement on it and figure out what kind of bushels we yielded. But we're done. 6620 made it. I got a lot of work to do to it this winter, but what do you do? If you stuck around this long, make sure you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below how your guys' harvest went. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Thanks, and you guys have a good one.